Aw man, just when we thought Nintendo would grace us with the long-awaited Switch 2, I and many others might have jumped the gun on it releasing later this year. So, what's changed? We have a new rumor, and keep in mind this is just a rumor, so it may or may not happen, but it is something to strongly consider, and it was initially reported by VGC and has been corroborated by Eurogamer, which are both very respected sites and sources of gaming information, and their sources are now giving us the information that the Switch 2 is slated for a Q1 2025 release. So it seems we might just have to wait a little bit longer to get our hands on this console. So, where's this information really coming from? The Brazilian journalist Pedro Henrique Lutilipe, I hope I pronounced that correctly, he asserted in a video that he got information from 5 different sources claiming that in addition to developing games for Q1 2025, they're also working on the games for the console itself, which has inadvertently missed its original 2024 release date. This week, according to industry sources, Eurogamer has heard similar whispers but wasn't really able to verify them with any certainty. And according to development sources, Nintendo was planning to release its next console late 2024 like we all suspected initially, as previously reported by VGC as well and even confirmed by more of their sources. And although the 2 development sources from VGC that they're working on Switch 2 games slated for early release in the upcoming year, they were unable to clarify whether this meant the console would launch later than anticipated. So my assumption in all of this is that the Switch 2, or whatever this console is going to be called, is just not ready for the current moment to be mass produced, and we did have that report that I made a video on a couple weeks ago about the display production and that the console itself would receive an 8-inch LCD screen, but it's something must be holding this console back for it to be unable to make this release at the end of this year. For some reason, if you're unaware, Q1 2025 means it could be anywhere between January to March of next year, and if that's the case, I can definitely see like a March release happening, but it would have to be it would have been nice to have a nice little holiday release of this console and just have everybody in a frenzy trying to get one for Christmas and stuff. But keep in mind, while many of the sources have said this to be the new release date, nothing has been confirmed as of yet. But I do think, honestly, I do believe that we need to shift our expectations and prepare to get our hands on this thing sometime next year. Alongside this report and its delay, there are also some new rumors that I want to cover, and it's specifically about the hardware of this console, and it comes from another Brazilian source. If it's true, I think it'll satisfy a lot of current Switch owners, and it seems to be very realistic stuff. So, first off, according to this rumor, the Switch 2 should indeed be backwards compatible, and I'll share my own thoughts on this a little bit later, but let's continue for now. Alongside it being backwards compatible, it will also be able to take the physical Switch 1 cartridges, and if you guys remember, this kind of reminds me of the 3DS and DS concept where we might see like a little tab on the Switch 2's main cartridges, so it'll keep the forward compatibility, and then you'll be able to just still slot in the Switch 1 consoles physical cartridges, but you won't be able to put the Switch 2s into the Switch 1s. On top of this, according to this rumor, devs should also be able to enhance the Switch 1's games for this new console, so we should be able to play them with either higher frame rates or higher resolution, or who knows, even both, and that would be something. And now to revisit the backwards compatibility point, while I think they should 100% do this, my only fear would be that Nintendo would opt out of this because they know how well they can resell some old games. As you all know, Mario Kart 8 is the top selling Switch game all time, #1, it's king, and that's a Wii U port, so personally, I hope Nintendo's not this devious, but who knows, their business at the end of the day, but we'll see. We should be getting a lot of this information soon, so let's hang tight everybody. I know there's a partner direct this month, but maybe in the next few months we might be able to get some little, breadcrumbs and some information about this console. But what do you think about the news and rumors we discussed? Do you think the Switch 2 is still dropping this year, or are you now convinced that we'll have to wait till next year? And do you think the Switch 2 will be backwards compatibility? I do personally, but let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed and want more gaming content like this, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.